reason, Wisconsin, is because we know this election is about two very different visions for our country. One that is focused on the past, his, and ours that is focused on the future. On the future. Because we know America is ready for a new way forward, ready for a new, optimistic generation of leadership. All of us. It's all of us. Which is why Democrats and Republicans and independents are supporting our campaign. In fact, yesterday, over 100 Republican leaders from across the country joined me on the campaign trail. Including some who had previously served in Trump's administration. And I believe it is because America wants a president who will serve on behalf of all the American people. And that has been the story of my entire career. My entire career, I've only ever had one client: the people. The people. As a young courtroom prosecutor, I stood up for women and children against predators. As an attorney general of California, I took on the big banks and fought to deliver $20 billion for middle-class families that faced foreclosure. I stood up to veterans and stood up for veterans and students being scammed by big for-profit colleges. You know who else who ran a big for-profit college? Let's not forget. And I stood up for those veterans and students who were being scammed by for-profit colleges that were trying to rip them from their dreams and charge them, producing nothing in return. I have stood up for workers who have been cheated out of the wages they were due. I have stood up for seniors who are facing elder abuse. And as president, I will always fight for the American people. I will always fight for the American people. And together, we will build a brighter future for our nation. Together. And it's a future where we build what I call an opportunity economy, where America has an opportunity to do for our people what we know is part of our ambition, our dreams, our aspirations. An opportunity economy where everyone has an opportunity to own a home, to build wealth, to start a business. Under my plan, we will bring down the cost of housing, including with a $25,000 down payment assistance so you can just get your foot in the door. You'll do the hard work of saving up and paying that mortgage, but let's be honest. You know, the American dream, well, that was real for generations past, but not so much within the reach of people right now. And we got to deal with the real challenges that people are facing right now if we're going to invest in the future. Part of my plan is about helping entrepreneurs start and grow small businesses. Look, my mother worked hard, and there was a woman who lived 2 doors down from us, our neighbor, who helped my mother raise us. She was a small business owner. I know who our small business owners are. You are not only business leaders, you are community leaders, you are civic leaders, and it is our small businesses who are the backbone of America's economy. I know that to be true. Do we have any small business owners here tonight? Raise your hand. Yeah. Under my plan, we will expand Medicare to cover home health care for seniors. Again, this is based on what I personally know. So look, when my mother was sick, I took care of her. And one of the things for anyone who is in that situation or has been, you know what it's like. It's about cooking for folks in a way that hopefully they'll want to eat. It's about trying to find the clothes that won't be too rough on their skin. It's about trying to, from time to time, think of something that can put a smile on their face or make them laugh. It's about dignity. It's about dignity. But the reality is, it is expensive if you don't have the ability to do it. It is expensive to try and bring somebody in, and far too many people then have to quit their job to try and take care of their elder relatives. And that's not right. That's not right. And so we also know there are so many people in what we call the sandwich generation, right, who are raising young children while you're taking care of your parents. And it's almost impossible to do it all. So my point is this. Either, under the current system, you pay down and lose all your savings so you can qualify for Medicaid, or, you know what I'm saying, either you have to give it all up and to be able to qualify for Medicaid, or you're going to have to quit your job or somehow figure out how you can afford to bring in help. So my plan is that instead, we're going to have Medicare cover home health care for those who need it. Because the details matter. The details matter. In an opportunity economy, here's how I see it. We must create good-paying jobs that are available to all Americans and not just those with college degrees. Okay? Because here's the thing. A college degree is not the only measure of the skills and experience of a qualified worker. Which is why, as president, I will get rid of unnecessary degree requirements for federal jobs, and I will challenge the private sector to do the same. And we will lower costs on everything from health care to groceries and take on corporate price gouging. I've done it before, and I will do it again. My plan will also give a middle-class tax cut to 100 million Americans, including $6,000 during the first year of your child's life. Because here's the thing. We know the vast majority of parents have a natural desire to parent their children well, but not always the resources. And that shouldn't be the thing that gets in the way of giving a child all that we know parents have to give. And the $6,000, by extending that child tax credit, that's what's going to help. You buy a crib or a car seat and all the things that that child needs during that most critical phase of their development. And I share with you some of these details to say this. I will always put the middle class and working families first. I come from the middle class, and I will never forget where I come from.